The fretboard is a roadmap of the mistakes I have made, where every single promise has been steadily betrayed. My callous fingertips press against the nickel wire, extinguishing the remnants of a suffocating fire. The tuning pegs are rusted from the dampness of the room, an instrument absorbing all the overwhelming gloom. I pluck a solitary note and let it hang in space, a sonic representation of a devastated face.
I plug the heavy cable in the amplifier jack, knowing that my innocence is never coming back. The vacuum tubes are glowing with the warm nostalgic heat, pumping out a rhythm of absolute pure defeat. I dial up the overdrive to mask the inner ache, calculating exactly how much more my mind can take. The hum of the equipment is a sympathetic friend, accompanying this journey to a miserable end. The physical vibration travels up the wooden neck, a beautiful salvage of a devastating wreck, translating the tragedy into an audible sigh, a spectacular method to efficiently cry. Listen to the weeping chord echoing down the hall, a musical testament to a terrifying fall. Weeping chord bending on the heavy gauge string, the most sorrowful anthem that a human could ever sing. Let the harmony tremble, let the feedback sustain. We are broadcasting frequencies of undeniable pain, a masterpiece constructed from a shattered, broken dream, tearing apart the fabric of the fragile sonic scene. The bridge pickup captures every microscopic flaw, exposing the emotion that is terrifyingly raw. I manipulate the whammy bar to emulate a moan, operating in the territory completely on my own. The pentatonic scale provides a temporary map, navigating safely through the psychological trap, a symphony of sadness generated by the hand, the only universal language I can fully understand.
The nylon and the steel create a gorgeous tragic blend, a musical epistle that I desperately send. I mute the heavy rhythm with the palm of my right hand, creating a dynamic that is utterly grand. The distortion pedal mimics all the anger in my brain, a beautiful cacophony driving me insane. But when the chorus hits, I find a momentary peace, a wonderful, incredible, magnificent release. The physical vibration travels up the wooden neck, a beautiful salvage of a devastating wreck, translating the tragedy into an audible sigh, a spectacular method to efficiently cry. Listen to the weeping chord echoing down the hall, a musical testament to a terrifying fall. Weeping chord bending on the heavy gauge string, the most sorrowful anthem that a human could ever sing. Let the harmony tremble, let the feedback sustain. We are broadcasting frequencies of undeniable pain, a masterpiece constructed from a shattered, broken dream, tearing apart the fabric of the fragile sonic scene. Bend the note, make it scream, wake up from this agonizing dream. The resonance is pure, the frequency is true, a devastating serenade dedicated just to you. fragile sonic seam. Let the note ring out, feedback fades. Unplug the cord. The emotional tourniquet finally snapped in two, exposing the lacerations to the entire avenue. I am hemorrhaging my feelings on this wooden stage, flipping to a thoroughly depressing, tragic page. A crimson river flowing from a deeply wounded heart, tearing my psychological stability apart. The microphone stand is the only thing holding me upright, surrendering completely to the devastating fight.
My vulnerability is presented for the crowd to see, stripped of my defensive masculine anatomy. The incision is profound, the agony is extremely real. There is absolutely nothing left for me to conceal. I pluck the nylon strings with a trembling, nervous hand, hoping the audience can somehow finally understand. A spiritual transfusion required to keep me alive, desperately fighting to fundamentally survive. Draining the essence from the center of the vein, a beautiful method of managing the chronic pain. Exsanguinating sorrow, drop by precious drop, unable to command the biological rhythm to stop. This is a bleeding soul, pouring out the brutal truth, sacrificing the remnants of my golden wasted youth. Bleeding soul, a hemorrhage of the purest sound, staining the carpet on the auditorium ground. Let the wireless cry, let the choir softly hum. We are waiting patiently for the ultimate kingdom come. A musical surgery performed without an anesthetic, beautifully tragic and spectacularly poetic. The scar tissue forms a melody across my chest, the permanent reminder of the agonizing test. I suture up the wound with the soaring local run, knowing the recovery process has barely begun. The spotlight is a scalpel cutting through the murky disguise, reflecting the trauma directly into your eyes. A therapeutic performance acting as a bandage wrap, escaping the jaws of a psychological trap.
My hemoglobin drops as the tempo starts to climb, committing the ultimate confessional vocal crime. I am an open book, completely missing the final spine, pouring my tragedy into a glass of bitter wine. The audience acts as a massive collective nurse, lifting the heavy burden of this unrelenting curse. A cathartic release of the pressurized internal gauge, leaving my entire anatomy upon the stage. Draining the essence from the center of the vein, a beautiful method of managing the chronic pain. Exsanguinating sorrow, drop by precious drop, unable to command the biological rhythm to still. A bleeding soul, pouring out the brutal truth, sacrificing the remnants of my golden wasted youth. Bleeding soul, a hemorrhage of the purest sound, staining the carpet on the auditorium ground. Let the wireless cry, let the choir softly hum. We are waiting patiently for the ultimate kingdom come. A musical surgery performed without an anesthetic, beautifully tragic and spectacularly poetic. Let it flow, let the absolute essence spill, climbing the summit of the agonizing hill. The music is the plasma, the rhythm is the cure, making my intentions remarkably beautifully pure. This is a bleeding soul, stitching it up, the bleeding stops, music heals. Melody vibrating inside my chest, putting my emotional endurance to the test. The pendulum swings, pulling the gravity down, wearing a heavy, invisible, thorny crown.
A melancholy tempo carrying my fragile weight, accepting the terms of this unfortunate fate. Tears falling silently on the acoustic wood, misunderstood in my own neighborhood. The metric rhythm healing the deepest wound inside this cavern where I am marooned. A persistent vibration shakes the solid ground, wrapping my trauma in a comforting sound. The cadence of grief is a powerful tide, washing away the stubbornness and pride, plucking the strings of a broken instrument, documenting the pain in the sonic document, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our ground and on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A summer frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. The metronome clicks with the merciless pace, tracing the lines on my weary weathered face. A deep oscillation from the amplifier cone,
Speaking a language that is entirely its own.
the physical toll of this emotional debt is something my muscles will never forget. But the therapeutic shuffle starts to take control, mending the fractures in my damaged soul. I lean my shoulder against the vibrating amp, lighting the wick of my flickering oil lamp. The harmonic resonance aligns with my heart, piecing together the things that fell apart. A slow motion dance in a solitary room, dispelling the shadows and the creeping gloom. The frequency acts as a medicinal balm, restoring a sense of unprecedented calm, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Feel the resonance, let the tears flow, release the burden, just let it go.
a musical battle that we are trying to win. Healing rhythm, let the groove take over. No more pain.
Are stacked against the avenue, a mutiny brewing in the morning dew, spitting out the propaganda fed by the elite, marching with an army down the concrete street. A kerosene rag stuffed in an empty jar, lighting up the darkness like a shooting star. They tried to cage the tiger in the copper wire, but they only managed to ignite the fire. A clenched fist rising above the unruly crowd, screaming our demands incredibly loud. The establishment trembles at the sudden noise, a formidable army of the girls and boys, smashing the illusions with an iron pipe. The demographic anger is completely right. No compromise offered and none received, exposing the web that the politicians need. Combustion spreading through the crowded square, an undeniable tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain. The sirens wail a warning from a distant block, but we are firmly planted like a solid rock. A guerrilla tactic executed with precision, cutting through the falsehoods like a sharp incision. They monitor the frequencies and tap the phone, but we communicate in a frequency unknown. A subterranean network of the brave and bold, refusing to be bought and refusing to be sold. My vocal cords are shredded from the battle cry, refusing to submit and refusing to comply. We paint our manifestos on the subway train, a colorful rebellion in the pouring rain. The riot gear approaches with a steady march, but we hold the line beneath the marble arch. A blazing inferno fueled by righteous eye, feeding the flames of this magnificent fire. Combustion spreading through the crowded square, an undeniable tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed,
mechanical chain. Keep fighting,
never surrender.
the heart beats on. There is a thick nicotine haze wrapping around the room, sweeping away my senses like an old forgotten broom. The vinyl record spins a scratchy, melancholic tune, bathed in the artificial glow of a neon moon.
I tap my fingernails against the cheap mahogany, trapped inside this beautiful toxic symphony. You walk right through the parlor with a dangerous swagger, holding my attention like a hidden silver dagger. I strike a match against the heel of my leather boots, wearing this tattered confidence like a tailored suit. The atmosphere is heavy, saturated with desire, walking barefoot across a pit of burning fire. I see you sitting there, sipping on a sour drink, pushing my sanity way past the absolute brink. The jukebox hums a melody of broken-hearted fools, breaking every single one of the tavern's golden rules. Inhale the vapor, let the poison circulate, leaving our fragile future to the hands of fate. Exhale the misery, watch the gray clouds rise. I see my own reflection in your compromised eyes. We got those smoky blues tearing up the atmosphere, the loudest kind of silence that you'll ever hear. Smoky blues, a fatal magnetic attraction, looking for a tiny bit of chemical satisfaction. Smoky blues into the endless night. The bartender polishes the glassware with a filthy rag, while I surrender completely to this glorious drag. A pocket full of coppers and a pocket full of lies, ignoring the warning signs and the desperate cries. The tempo shifts into a syncopated heavy grind, leaving the rational decisions completely behind. Your lipstick leaves a smudge upon the paper cup. I am falling way down, but it feels like going up, going up, going up.
My vocal register drops into a gravelly tone, navigating this hazardous territory all alone. The friction between us creates a static spark, illuminating the corners of the pitch black dark. I fit the ashes right into the porcelain tray, knowing tomorrow I will definitely have to pay. But tonight the rhythm is a captivating drug, sweeping our transgressions right under the rug. Inhale the vapor, let the poison circulate, leaving our fragile future to the hands of fate. Exhale the misery, watch the gray clouds rise. I see my own reflection in your compromise. chest, putting my emotional endurance to the test. The pendulum swings, pulling the gravity down, wearing a heavy, invisible, thorny crown. A melancholy tempo carrying my fragile weight, accepting the terms of this unfortunate fate. Tears falling silently on the acoustic wood, misunderstood in my own neighborhood.
The metric rhythm healing the deepest wound inside this cabin where I am marooned. The persistent vibration shakes the solid ground, wrapping my trauma in a comforting sound. The cadence of grief is a powerful tide, washing away the stubbornness and pride,
Plucking the strings of a broken instrument, documenting the pain in the sonic document, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win.
The metronome clicks with a merciless pace, tracing the lines on my weary weathered face. A deep oscillation from the amplifier cone, speaking a language that is entirely its own. The physical toll of this emotional debt is something my muscles will never forget, but the therapeutic shuffle starts to take control, mending the fractures in my damaged soul.
I lean my shoulder against the vibrating amp, lighting the wick of my flickering oil lamp. The harmonic resonance aligns with my heart, piecing together the things that fell apart. A slow motion dance in a solitary room, dispelling the shadows and the creeping gloom. The frequency acts as a medicinal balm, restoring a sense of unprecedented, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Feel the resonance, let the tears flow, release the burden, just let it go. The vibration is the medicine, the beat is the cure, making our intentions absolutely pure.
Beat,
Ache, move, heal,
heal.
Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Healing rhythm, let the groove take over. No more pain. silent flood. My ankles are submerged inside the thick, disgusting mud. The shoreline has eroded from the constant, brutal rain, washing away the boundaries of my personal domain. The silt is accumulating at the bottom of the creek, a filthy environment for the weary and the weak. I wade into the shallows, pushing through the murky brown, determined not to let the undercurrent drag me down. The delta is a graveyard for the beautifully naive, a treacherous topography designed to deceive. My waterproof boots are sinking deeper in the sludge, facing the tribunal of an unforgiving judge. The water level rises, threatening to overtake a massive reservoir of every terrible mistake. I fight against the current, utilizing all my might, refusing to surrender to the darkness of the night. The undertow is pulling with the terrifying grip, fretting in the balance of this monumental trip. We navigate the debris, floating on the surface tide, with absolutely nowhere for a fugitive to hide. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream, waking up shivering from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged, dead and cold, desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat. Let the river rumble, let the stormy weather crash. We are sifting through the wreckage and the filthy urban trash. A baptism of dirt, a cleansing of the grime, marching through the sludge until the ending of our time. The levee finally broke beneath the agonizing strain, releasing a torrent of unrelenting pain. The floating logs are battering my bruised and aching knee, a brutal demonstration of the river's majesty. The stagnant pools are breeding a magnificent disease, carried through the valley on a contaminated breeze. I grab a sturdy branch to keep my footing on the floor, swimming toward the promise of a highly distant shore. My garments are completely soaked and heavy on my frame, participating in this grueling, terrifying game. The whirlpools spin a dizzying, hypnotic, deadly dance, relying entirely on a terrifying chance. The Mississippi grit is permanently in my hair, a physical manifestation of my deep despair. But the reggae rhythm acts as a flotation device, a beautifully rhythmic, spectacular sacrifice. The undertow is pulling with the terrifying grip, threatening the balance of this monumental trip. We navigate the debris, floating on the surface tide, with absolutely nowhere for a fugitive to hide. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream, waking up shivering from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged, dead and cold, desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat. Let the river rumble, let the stormy weather crash. We are sifting through the wreckage and the filthy urban trash. A baptism of dirt, a cleansing of the grime, marching through the sludge until the ending of our time. Keep your head up, do not swallow the flood. We are resilient creatures, molded from the mud. The current is vicious, but our spirits are strong, singing out a massive revolutionary song. Sing, push, breathe. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream, waking up shivering from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged, dead and cold, desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat. Let the river rumble, let the stormy weather crash. We are sifting through the wreckage and the filthy urban trash. A baptism of dirt, a cleansing of the grime, marching through the sludge until the ending of our time. Reach the shore, shake off the dirt, the water recedes. overflowing with the heavy springtime flood. My ankles are submerged inside the thick, disgusting mud. The shoreline has eroded from the constant brutal rain, washing away the boundaries of my personal domain. The silt is accumulating at the bottom of the creek, a filthy environment for the weary and the weak. I wade into the shadows, pushing through the murky brown, determined not to let the undercurrent drag me down.
Yeah. The Delta is a graveyard for the beautifully naive, a treacherous topography designed to deceive. My waterproof boots are sinking deeper in the sludge, facing the tribunal of an unforgiving judge. The water level rises, threatening to overtake a massive reservoir of every terrible mistake. I fight against the current, utilizing all my might, refusing to surrender to the darkness of the night.
The undertow is pulling with the terrifying grip, threatening the balance of this monumental trip. We navigate the debris floating on the surface tide, with absolutely nowhere for a fugitive to hide. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream,
Waking up shivering
from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged denim coat,
desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat.
let the river rumble, let the stormy weather crash.
We are sifting through the wreckage and the filthy urban trash,
Baptism of dirt, cleansing of the grime,
marching through the sludge until the ending of our time. The levee finally broke beneath the agonizing strain, releasing a torrent of unrelenting pain. The floating logs are battering my bruised and aching knee, a brutal demonstration of the river's majesty. The stagnant pools are breeding a magnificent disease, carried through the valley on a contaminated breeze. I grab a sturdy branch to keep my footing on the floor, swimming toward the promise of a highly distant shore.
My garments are completely soaked and heavy on my frame, participating in this grueling, terrifying game. The whirlpool spin a dizzying, hypnotic, deadly dance, relying entirely on a terrifying chance. The Mississippi grit is permanently in my hair, a physical manifestation of my deep despair. But the reggae rhythm acts as a flotation device, a beautifully rhythmic, spectacular sacrifice. The undertow is pulling with the terrifying grip, threading the balance of this monumental trip. We navigate the debris floating on the surface tide, with absolutely nowhere for a fugitive to hide. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream,
Waking up shivering
from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged denim coat,
desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat.
let the river rumble, let the stormy weather crack.
We are sifting through the wreckage and the filthy urban trash,
Baptism of dirt, cleansing of the grime,
marching through the sludge until the ending of our time.
keep your head up, do not swallow the flood.
We are resilient creatures,
Molded from the mud,
the current is vicious,
but our spirits are strong.
singing out a massive
Oh, revolutionary song. Oh, singing out a massive, oh, revolutionary song. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream,
waking up shivering
from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged denim coat,
desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat.
let the river rumble, let the stormy weather crash.
We are sifting through the wreckage and the filthy urban trash,
Baptism of dirt, cleansing of the grime,
marching through the sludge until the ending of our time.
reach the shore, shake off the dirt, the water recedes. fork, where the spectral entities supposedly walk and talk. I brought my one acoustic and a pocket full of grief, looking for a supernatural permanent relief. The cicadas are buzzing, a hypnotic droning sound, as I draw a circle on the unforgiving ground, waiting for the midnight when the bargain can be struck, willing to surrender all my everlasting luck.
A shadowy figure emerges from the sugarcane field, holding a contract that can never be repealed. The temperature drops in a natural freezing chill, testing the parameters of my independent will. He tips his dark fedora, flashing a golden grin, offering a shortcut through the labyrinth of sin. The intersection hums with a terrifying power, counting down the seconds to the designated hour. Transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night, trading our eternity to win this mortal fight. The signature is written in a crimson bloody hue, a devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads, making a dangerous pact, to mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. He hands me the guitar, the strings are humming hot, promising the absolute success that I have sought. My fingers move with lightning, a virtuoso grace, but I see the sudden tragedy reflected in his face.
Fame is an illusion, a temporary fleeting crown, before the gravity pulls you violently back down. The gravel crunches softly underneath his pointed shoe, reminding me exactly what I promised I would do. I clutch my vocal microphone, my voice begins to soar, achieving a register I have never hit before. The talent is incredible, but the cost is far too steep, a horrifying secret I am obligated to keep. The crossroads disappear into a thick swirling mist, leaving me alone with this terrifying twist. The spotlight is blinding, the applause is deafening, but I feel my inner conscience slowly deadening.
A transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night,
trading our eternity to win this mortal fight.
the signature is written in a crimson bloody hue,
A devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads,
making a dangerous pact,
to mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. Oh,
the price of the magic, the cost of the fame.
nothing will ever be the same.
Tear up the paper,
Run from the deal,
hold on to the only thing that is actually real.
shine the light, take the prize, lose your soul, open your eyes. Down at the Kingston crossroads,
Where the
devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads,
making a dangerous path,
a mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul,
for a melody of gold, or
keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. The deal is done, crossroads, Lord have mercy.